18 international awards, 24 film festivals. Now it's time to bring back the glory to India. Now it's releasing here. Obviously, you guys are feeling wonderful about it.
Thank you. Because otherwise they ask us, how are you feeling? And we go like, wonderful, great.
Raju Devgan has recently been saying that it's not just about women, but about men as well. That this is one of those egalitarian films that talks about the problems on both the sides. Does it?
Yeah, I think so. It does, and rightly said so, because it's yeah, the protagonists are women. That doesn't mean there are no male characters, and it's about a bunch of people living together and their own stories. It's literally as simple as that. So it does involve all kinds of gender and
Age
Literally.
groups. It even has trees and animals in the film, and a desert and a charkha, as you can see. So there are lots of different elements and characters.
And Radhika, I was seeing one of your interviews. You said that the character that you are playing in the film is diametrically opposite to what you are in real life. So there were scenes when you would want Radhika to come out and take a stand, but your character did not need to. So was it really difficult to get in that headspace?
See, what I meant by that was that she's somebody who thinks she's completely stupid. And however arrogant it sounds, I don't think I'm very stupid.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's a debate.
You want an honest answer?
But no, what I mean by like, she's like, she really thinks she's the most like idiotic person sitting here, you know. And I felt so bad thinking about that I was just like, to feel like that and to go through that and think of that sometimes takes a toll, you know what I mean? That you're in that zone and somebody says something to you and you really feel hurt about that. So it was, but she's given, like that character has given me so much of her positivity, I think also, because she feels so stupid that she feels that anything she says will be stupid, so she says anything that comes to her mind, which is such freedom, you know.
Yeah, she's taken it for granted.
Yeah, so she says anything
Yeah.
and laughs at her own self.
And what about both of you? Like, were you able to relate to anything, or they were as opposite as her character?
No, I think on a personal level, I could relate to my character Bijli a lot, in a lot of ways. Because of the kind of roles that I've done, it's very sad that people sort of label you and they call it bold roles, which I find hard to define and understand. Bijli, in a sense, is somebody who comes across as that, but she's also that little girl who wants to have a normal life, who wants to have love in her life, who wants to have a family. She's a sex worker. She sells herself for sex. Not that she has a choice, but it is about taking that first act of courage, you know, to make that choice, to finally get up and say, you know what, I'll deal with whatever the hell happens. So that is me, and I think that's something that all of us strive to do.
For me, Rani's character was something that I lived with for quite some time, because it was a story that I had told Leena, and that's how actually the whole idea of the film started. So at the surface, of course, it's completely different from any existence that I've ever had, because Rani was married at the age of 12, she became a widow at the age of 15, she had a child when she was 14. You know, it's such a different life.
You know, talking about Ajay Devgan, he's presenting the film. Like when we had spoken, you had said that he was one of the first people who started doing films like Raincoat and Ganga Jal. So to be able to, you know, work with somebody who's presenting the film, and it obviously gives a larger canvas in India at least.
Ajay is actually not just presenting the film. In fact, he was the first one to come out and support the film from day one, from the time of its inception. And Tan will tell you more about it, because Parched really began from a conversation, a chat between Leena and Tanishta.
We actually gave the production the first seed money to begin the project. To find a producer like that who had absolutely no interference and yet support. So Leena was able to make a film which was creatively completely her voice, and yet have such a huge support from one of the stalwarts of the industry. I think this is like the most ideal situation that anyone can dream of.
Thank you so much for this interview, guys. Best of luck for this film.
Thank you.